Hey everybody, it's Crazy Giving Hero. How you doing? Today I'm going to be talking about my trip to Hawaii. Yes, my hair looks like this now. So it is now summer. It's been summer for a little bit. And I usually go on a vacation once school is over. And I know typically I do like a cubing through whatever place I go to. But this time I went to Hawaii, obviously. But I wasn't exactly able to film videos of me solving in different places I go to because it just wasn't easy for me to cube in specific places. So I decided I would do more of a vlog type video. I did something like this about 2 years ago, I think, when I went to Taiwan and Japan. Instead of just showing clips of me cubing, I actually sat down and just said, I went to this place, did this, bought this, you know. And I think these videos are pretty fun to film, so I'm gonna film another one. But anyways, let's just get right into the video. So clearly, as you can tell, I went to Hawaii. Specifically, I went to Maui. The first day of my trip was more of a travel day. I didn't do too many activities because it was basically the goal of day one is just get to Maui. On the way there, I mainly just edited videos. Actually, a little fun fact, my Aosu review, my Q&A number 5, and my Angstrom Ouchwong 5x5, all those videos were posted while I was in Hawaii. One annoying thing was that the Wi-Fi there was really bad, so it took like hours to upload a video, so that was fun. But aside from that, that was basically all day one was. The next day, it was just a relaxed day for us. We just chilled, looked around the area, and didn't do anything too special or specific. We went to the beach, which was really nice. And there were also quite a few pools in the hotel I was staying at. They were all like infinity pools. To be honest with you though, I've never understood infinity pools. If you don't know what they are, they're basically pools, except instead of having like a clear wall, there's like a ledge. And it's supposed to look like the pool just keeps going because it like faces the ocean. But the illusion never works for me, so it just looks kind of weird. But it's a pool nonetheless, so it's still fun. One cool thing was that in the hotel I was staying at, you could actually order food and just eat it by the poolside, so why would you not do that? Actually, we did do a special thing the second day, and we went to this restaurant called Mama's Fish House. It's quite a popular place, and the food is really good. Obviously, because it's called Mama's Fish House, it's a seafood restaurant. There was even this really cool dessert, which was supposed to look like an oyster, and it's called like the pearl or something like that, and it's just a huge oyster dessert. It was very sweet, but it looked cool. On day 3, we also went to the beach and the pool, but one thing we did was also go to this mall nearby our hotel. There was like a grocery store, and if you go further in, there's like different shops, like clothing stores, like cookie stores, ice cream stores, a bunch of cool stuff. So we went over there just to take a look, and it was pretty cool because it wasn't like an indoor mall, it was like an outdoor mall, and the only time you actually go inside is when you go into a store. I did buy a few things. There was also this place called the T-shirt Factory where, you guessed it, there were t-shirts. And I decided to pick one up just for fun. Here it is, it looks like this. It says Maui and Hawaii on it with like a bunch of colorful palm trees and sailboats on it. I actually really like the design because it's simple, but the sort of main focus really pops out. So yeah, that's what I got over there at the mall. Oh, I almost forgot. There's this really popular thing called shave ice in Hawaii. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory what it is. It's just ice that is completely shaved up, so it's really, really fine. And then they like squirt colored flavors on it, and it tastes pretty good. I mean, to be honest, all the flavors kind of taste the same, but it's a cool feature because it's like this gigantic ball with like colors on it, and you can eat it, so. Another really great thing about the pool there was that there were a lot of chairs that you could sit at, so if you didn't necessarily want to go swimming, you could still hang out by the pool. So I went there and also edited a few videos because it was really nice outside. At the end of the day, we went to this pretty fancy restaurant called Morimoto's. It is also a seafood type of restaurant, but we got to sit outside and there was a really cool sunset, so I did take quite a few pictures of that. On day 4, we did our first major activity other than food. We went parasailing. Now, I had never been parasailing before, so I was extremely excited to go. I knew what it was. Basically, you get the general idea. You sit on this sort of vest thing, and then you're on a boat, and the boat pulls you, and you like jump, and then there's like a parachute, and you're like flying in the air while a boat's pulling you. It was very different from what I expected. It's not as much of a thrill as what I was expecting. I was expecting to be scared and be like about to fall off and die, but really it was quite relaxing. You just sort of sit up there for about 10 minutes while the boat pulls you around. To be honest, once you get up there, you just look around at the view, but that's really it. So the fun part is when they like start to reel you back into the boat, and then sometimes they dunk you into the ocean. That was fun. I actually got a shirt while I was there. The venue is called West Maui Parasailing, and the shirt looks like this. It's actually a UV shirt, and I got it in blue because I like blue. It's a UV shirt. UV shirt just means it sort of blocks the sunlight. I believe another term for this is called a rash guard, but I was glad I got this because I was getting sunburn all over on my face and on my back. Even better, on the back of the shirt it says, "I got high on Maui." And this is basically the general idea. You see the boat with the parachute here. So yeah, that was pretty fun. The only downside was that you're on a boat for a long time, and it's a small boat and it's extremely rocky, so yeah, seasickness is great. Oh, another fun thing that happened. You see, Hawaii is quite sunny, and like I said before, I was getting pretty sunburnt, so you gotta keep reapplying that sunscreen. Unfortunately, I was reapplying sunscreen, and the person who was spraying me, my sister, sprayed the sunscreen into my eyes. So while we were sort of walking around the parasailing area, because it was pretty far from our hotel, I was basically blind. Like, it hurt really bad. Because I've gotten sunscreen in my eye before, and it's like, oh, it hurts, and then it goes away in 2 seconds. But then this time hurt like really, really bad. So I felt it was horrible. It felt like you dumped salt in my eye, and then I had to like hold them open underwater. The pain took like an hour to go away, so that was fun. I had to walk around with like sunglasses and a hat, which is pretty normal to wear, but it was like really painful. While I was at the sort of parasailing area, I got more shave ice because shave ice is good. And it was like gigantic, like too much shave ice. Another fun fact about Hawaii is that there's a lot of lizards everywhere. Now, I saw somewhere that lizards are actually like a symbol of good luck or something like that. The next day was pretty fun as well. This time we went canoeing. It was pretty fun. I'd never gone canoeing before, so I didn't really know what to expect. The paddling's not too hard, but it is quite a workout. Though I did go kayaking in Turks and Caicos last summer, and kayaking is like way harder than canoeing. Because canoeing, there's more people on the boat, so. But yeah, there was just basically a good view. You just circle around the ocean a few times. You could see like sea turtles and stuff like that. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I really wish on the canoe I could have done a solve, because I think that would have been really cool, but unfortunately, like I said at the beginning of this video, I wasn't actually able to cube in some of the places. So that's why I'm making this video. Another really cool thing is that in Taiwan, about 2 years ago, I think, which I actually made a video about, I went bodyboarding, and I really liked it. And luckily in my hotel, you could just ask for a bodyboard and they'll give you one, so I went bodyboarding in the ocean, and it was really fun. I found like the perfect way to go bodyboarding because I was never really taught. You just like get on the board and let the wave push you. But even if the wave is really small, you just have to get in the right spot and it'll like throw you across the shore. Though most of the times I fell off of the bodyboard, but we're not gonna talk about that. In the mall, which I talked about earlier, where I got like the t-shirt and the shave ice, I actually bought 2 other souvenirs. I just got some little keychains because it's kind of a tradition of mine to get keychains wherever I go. I don't know how that started, but I got 2 keychains. One is a pineapple that says aloha, because in Hawaii, aloha means hello, goodbye, and love. And I also got one that says Maui on it. It also says Lahaina and Hawaii on it. So yeah, those are just 2 little tokens I got from the mall. The next day, we were planning to go paddleboarding early in the morning. Paddleboarding is basically where you stand up on a sort of like surfboard and you just paddle around, and apparently it's quite difficult. But unfortunately, it was the first time we'd ever gone paddleboarding, and the waves were like humongous. I mean, they weren't like tsunami waves, but they were like 6 feet tall waves. And because we had never gone paddleboarding, we probably would have died if we went. So we didn't go. I tried to go bodyboarding, but I also almost died doing that. Big waves are scary, not because of the actual water, but the fact that the current like pulls you in and then it like whips you down and you're like held underwater and like eating sand for what feels like forever, but really it's only like 2 seconds. So yeah, unfortunately we couldn't really hang out at the beach that day because it was just, the waves were too big. So we went to the pool instead. So yeah, that was just another relaxed day. The next day, which I think was the most interesting day of the trip, we went ziplining. Now this was another first for me. I'd never gone ziplining before, but I've always wanted to. So we went with this place called Flyin' Hawaiian. It was quite a fun experience. Now just to recap it, we basically went over to the area and they get you all set up with like the safety equipment and like that. You have to wear like this jacket thing which actually attaches to the zip line, and then you have this thing called like a trolley, which is actually what zips down the line and you hang on to it. So yeah, we went on a trainer thing, which was pretty simple. We just learned some basic stuff like landing and how to start and certain positions to slow down. But I was pretty nervous because it's pretty high. There were 7 lines in total, which is a lot of lines. So like you zip down one line and then everyone goes, and there's like a platform where you wait at and you have to like hike up, and you do that 7 times. You take this really fun car that goes like up a mountain, because obviously you zip down the mountain. And the car ride is almost as fun as ziplining, because you're like on a hill, and if you make a wrong turn, you probably fall off and die. The first zipline was pretty fun because it was the first time I'd ever done it. I was pretty scared. And one fun thing is that there was a really cool view, but I was a bit distracted because I was going down the zip line and then I just started twisting. So while I was there, I got a shirt that looks like this. It's FH for Flying Hawaiian. And then the back looks like this. It's a person ziplining. They also give you this water bottle because drinking water is good because you're really high up and you don't want to get dehydrated and faint. So yeah, it just says Flying Hawaiian Zipline. Basically just a water bottle. Some fun facts. It's not just ziplining. You have to like hike, and hiking there was like really hard because it's like a steep mountain. If you fall, you'd probably get pretty hurt. And you had to hike to each of the platforms. Another zipline, I got stuck on the zipline. I guess I was too light or something, and it was like the 5th zipline or something, and I was getting pretty used to ziplining, and this was a short line, but it wasn't very steep, so I guess you don't gain that much speed. So the guy at the start who like hooks you onto this line is like, I'm gonna give you a push, and I was like, okay. So he pushes me, and then I hit one of the brakes at the end of the platform, and then I just stopped. I was like pretty close to the platform, so I wasn't like hanging 5 bazillion feet up in the air, but it was kind of awkward. I was just hanging there, and the guy had to like climb the zip line like a monkey and get me back, so that was fun. So all in all, ziplining was probably my favorite part of the trip. So yeah, that was basically the last activity of the trip. On the last day, we just packed up basically and ate at the hotel and then went to go back home. In the airport though, I bought this little thing. It's a pineapple keychain. I named him Perry the pineapple. It's a little pineapple that says Maui on it. And I just thought it was pretty funny, and it's nice and squishy, so I can just hang it on my bags. So yeah, that concluded my Hawaii trip. Let me know if you like this vlog type video, where I actually go more in depth about what I did on my trip and show you my souvenirs and stuff. Or if you just like the really simple ones where I'm just cubing in different places. But this video was super fun to make. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have been to Hawaii before and what you did there. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time on Crazy Bean Carol.